I don't even know. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ryan, also known as Ryan Buckets. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with a very special guest,
Carmine from Carmine Rocco Vlogs.
Give him a follow, subscribe, whatever it is. You know, we're trying to build this community. He has some funny, fire vlog content, so shoot him that follow. Today, me and him are going to go into a little review about Avengers Endgame. Before you do anything, this is going to be full of spoilers, chock full of them, from the movies before, potential stuff after, any comics, whatever. So if you have not seen the movie, just click off right now, but make sure you follow, subscribe, like, comment before you do that. So without further ado, let's get into this. A little quick overview of the movie. What do you think of the movie? You know, as a hardcore fan, not a hardcore fan, someone that just likes to watch good movies, what do you think the Russo brothers really hit on this one?
I think they hit it out of the park with this one. I'm not going to say the movie was perfect, because I don't think any movie hits really that perfect realm, but as a good, overview, as a good final ending for an amazing franchise, they couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, I think they hit a lot of good things too. There was only like one or two things I was just like about the movie, but after watching it the first time, I was like, wow, does this movie live up to the hype?
Yeah,
I can kind of see why some people didn't like it, whatnot, but watching it a second time, it was crazy. Like, it really does live up to the hype and really just hits a lot of points that it didn't hit for me in the first. But to start off, the movie opens up with Nebula and Tony Stark on the Benatar, with Tony Stark talking to his helmet, pretty much just leaving his final message for whoever can find it. Super duper skinny, nowhere near himself.
I was shocked. I was very put off by that.
Yeah, it's him and Nebula just chilling up there. There's good character development from both of them, because they're very arrogant, very self-centered, only want that one goal, and seeing them together coexisting was pretty cool. Nebula's character development through all the Guardians, through the first Avengers, Infinity War, through this one, it was really good. Same with Tony, He was very arrogant in Iron Man 1, and halfway through, he was like, wow, I gotta become Iron Man to save the people. He's still arrogant, but, it comes full circle.
I realized that when he was filming that final message, it was, I didn't want to believe it, but when he was filming that final message to whoever was going to see it, that I knew what was going to happen at the end.
Before we get into anything else, I'm just going to give you guys a little opportunity to win some free stuff. We linked up with Toypocalypse, so give them a give them a follow. I'll put their link in the description, giving us these cool shirts, these cool Funko Pops to give away. All you gotta do is in the comments say who your favorite Avenger is and why, and then it enters the giveaway. Also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Gives you a better chance, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. So, the next part of the movie is Captain Marvel going up to space, carrying the Benatar back to Avengers HQ, where you see Tony linking back up with Steve Rogers, with everyone. Pepper Potts is there, so that's a little emotional.
Yeah.
Rocket and Nebula holding hands, because they only lost their family, that they finally came together, especially in Guardians 2. It's more of a family-oriented thing, while the Avengers is more of like a bunch of egos clashing and stuff like that. When Guardians is more family, so that was pretty cool.
I realized that, like, he looked so defeated. Iron Man, he looked so defeated that even when he came back and he found Pepper, when he found them, it wasn't as happy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, he was just still like in shock, and the next step was for them to go and find Thanos and pretty much just
end it all.
So then, quick clip of them going to the garden, finding Thanos, making breakfast.
Yeah.
They go in there, did their thing. They chop his arm off. Rocket flips over the Infinity Gauntlet. No stones are there. They think they're hiding it. Nebula says that there are many things, but my father is not a liar. Thanos explains that he used the stones to destroy the stones because there's no purpose for the stones except temptation, which is pretty cool. He didn't want to get jumped for the stones, I'm assuming, which already happened.
Perfect swerve, by the way. Yeah. And then when Thor said he went straight for the head,
right after,
that was just a perfect thing from the whole movie.
Right after he chopped his head off, it was just crazy. But especially right after he says that he's inevitable and there's no coming back from this.
Definitely.
Just fast forward 5 years later to more of the aftermath, just more people just really sucking it up and thinking, wow, we got to deal with this. So it's pretty cool. You know, a lot of it was filmed very darkly, as you see. There was no like
shining moments.
Yeah, it was, everything was just really dark, just the film.
Did that put you off that they jumped so far ahead with 5 years?
No, I don't. There's no need for them to show anything else other than they killed Thanos, and they're like, even after killing him, they felt defeated because there's no stones left. So fast forward 5 years later, quick shot of San Francisco. Scott Lang comes out of the quantum realm due to a little mouse, probably the real MVP of this whole movie.
Yeah.
It's 5 years later. He links up with Cap and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Fucking Black Widow, explaining the quantum realm, saying that 5 years was only 5 hours to him. And the next step is to try to use this quantum realm and, you know, pull off these so-called time heists. So the next part is they link up with Bruce Banner, which is not Bruce Banner anymore, and he's not Hulk, he's Professor Hulk. I don't know how you felt about that.
I felt, you know, we never really got, I'm gonna say it in like this universe, we never got a real Marvel Hulk movie. We got the one with Ed Norton, which really, you know, for what it wasn't that bad, but I really want to see a Mark Ruffalo, maybe like a Hulk Planet kind of movie.
Yeah, Planet Hulk,
Yeah, so, you know.
Maybe what happened after Age of Ultron.
Maybe.
And him on Sakaar,
I was actually, you know, after Ragnarok, like, you saw what he was doing on that planet, I thought that's probably the best we're gonna get, so, but that's for a different video. I thought it was good, because, you know, you're probably never gonna see it, and for the fans that don't know, you know, that kind of Hulk, it was just a good little thing. Again, comedy... Perfect points. Yeah. There was not too much, not too little of it.
You know, seeing Mark Ruffalo as Professor Hulk and having Paul Rudd there with the little comedy, you know, to really ease everything was pretty good. And, you know, as you see, Professor Hulk plays a big part because he is the best of both worlds. He can, you know, if he needs to chuck stuff, he'll chuck stuff. So next part is Natasha and the gang going to Tony Stark's house. They see that he has a kid, and, you know, Tony Stark pretty much brushes them off, even though, you know, they do have a quantum time machine thingy, and he just doesn't want a part of it. But next shot is him, I don't know, 2-3 a.m. working on a time GPS. So you already know Tony Stark can never shy away from anything. If he knows that there's a chance, he's got to take it. And
even Pepper said that.
Even Pepper,
like, you can't stay away, which is understandable. I mean, how many times did he save the world?
Yeah, too many.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
He can't just go away like that.
So then after that, it's gonna. Which I liked. I liked that whole beginning, you know. It shows that Tony is in a, you know, fake retirement, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then the next thing is Natasha going to get Clint in Tokyo, which, you know, it is what it is. But it kind of, you know, they needed someone to fill that void to go back in time and, you know, risk it all. God forbid he didn't come back. You know, he kind of didn't care because he already lost everything. He did so much bad things. So everything happens for a reason. So... But before Clint, you know, as you guys know, he's about to go back in time for the first time. You know, Professor Hulk says that their time travel that they're about to do is not time travel in, they even quote it, the Terminator or Back to the Future. Whatever, when they go back in time or they go to a different timeline, that's not their past, that's their future or their present. So that's why they couldn't go back and kill Thanos as a baby, because if they killed Thanos as a baby, Thanos isn't alive, the snap doesn't happen, this quantum realm doesn't happen, there's no need for them to go back, so it just wouldn't make any sense. So the way MCU did their time travel is pretty good. There's kind of no consequences that makes any sense, so it's not that bad. So for you people that don't understand, they're not directly going back into their timeline, they're just going to another section of time. If that makes any sense. So
at first I didn't like it, but now that when I started to realize it and he explained it to me, I actually was like, you know what, that's really smart of what they did, because I liked it.
There should have been a whole screw up of a bunch of stuff. So
because I didn't see how they could defeat Thanos after what happened in the first one.
So after that, they pretty much come together. They see that the time travel works, the time heist works, and they set up all these teams. They have 3 different spots. They have New York, Vormir, and the planet where they get the Power Stone from, which I always freaking forget, and
Morag,
so Morag and Vormir, that's where they gotta go, and then Asgard. So you also, you know, before any of this, they gotta go recruit Thor, and going to New Asgard, You see Valkyrie, which is really cool. You know, you see Valkyrie and Hulk link up together, and then, you know, you go into a shot of Thor, and he is not himself. He is...
With Korg, the goat of Ragnarok.
Yeah. So they're playing Fortnite, and Thor... I think they stretched it a little bit. Throughout the whole entire movie, he was a fat, drunk Thor. It was okay.
I didn't like that. That's another thing. I didn't like that part.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of hoping maybe... He calls his hammer back, whatever, lightning, and then he just turns back into Hulk with the
maybe a little, but yeah, he was. Yeah. I think they really reached for that one, but
he was funny though during the movie. I will say that.
Next step is them dispersing. You have Nebula and Rhodey going to get the Power Stone. You have Natasha and Clint going to get the Soul Stone. Mm-hmm. You have Iron Man, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Hulk, and Ant-Man going to get the Space Stone, Time Stone, and Mind Stone. And then you have Rocket and Thor getting the Reality Stone. So we'll start off with Thor. So Thor goes to get the Reality Stone back on the day his mother dies, so he gets to see his mother. He's very saddened because he knows that he can't do it. He doesn't want to see this. He doesn't want to face his mother. He can't really change anything because it's a different reality. Yeah. So his mother says, his mother sees him, and she don't play no game. She knew that
she knew what was going to happen.
It was Thor from the future. She already knew. So they get the Reality Stone, and right before they go back, Thor whips his hand out, takes a minute or two, gets Mjolnir from that time because it was destroyed Ragnarok. Takes Mjolnir back to him, which is pretty cool. So
seeing that old hammer once again, which is perfect.
It's pretty cool. Then I guess we'll go to Natasha and Clint getting the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. I mean, it seemed a little predictable. I knew that as you see in Infinity War, to get the Soul Stone, you have to sacrifice a soul for a soul.
Yeah.
Shout out to Red Skull. Really like seeing Red Skull again, and you kind of just knew that one of them was going to sacrifice. I don't know how you felt about that.
I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be her. Yeah, I can tell you that honestly.
I didn't think that she would be the one to die, but I knew it was going to be one of them.
Yeah,
and
it had to be.
It was okay, a little lackluster, but it was kind of cool seeing Clint holding the Soul Stone, pretty much in the puddle of what is supposed to be a puddle of blood of all the people he has killed, but they don't really. That's in the comics, but
yeah. Whatever. And he looked defeated even though he got what he wanted, which is another touch I liked.
And then the next part is just everybody going back to New York in 2012, getting all these stones, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, when they get the Space Stone falls on the floor, Loki takes the Tesseract, goes into a different dimension. A lot of people didn't understand why, if he does that, then everything's ruined. But like I said, they're in a different time period.
It doesn't
even matter.
It doesn't come with the one we're thinking about.
That time period has its own destiny. This time period has their destiny. So there is that.
What do you think about the Captain America's fighting?
I thought
that was one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
I thought the way Cap, the 2020, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2023 Cap gets the Mind Stone, gets the scepter from the Hydra agents is pretty cool because it is a knock to Winter Soldier. That was super nostalgic. I thought he was just going to fight them all and just beat them all up again in the same elevator. But him leaning over and saying, Hail Hydra is a knock.
Yeah, and he just took the briefcase because they knew.
Hail Hydra. They knew that he was potential sleeper agent. So that was pretty cool. Him seeing his old self, his 2012 self, and them fighting and him saying, I can do this all day, and him saying, "Yeah, I know." It was pretty funny. It was that fight scene was cool, saying that Bucky was alive and stuff. So then you see Bruce Banner talking to the Ancient One, and this is another explanation because Ancient One is the OG of the Doctor Strange crew.
Yep.
She gives the Time Stone to Doctor Strange. She also says it very quickly that Doctor Strange is the chosen one. He's the best of the best. After Bruce explains that Doctor Strange willingly gives up the Time Stone.
Then she willingly gives it to him?
I think because she says, because after Bruce says why, was Doctor Strange wrong? She says, no, I was. So at first I thought she was thinking that Doctor Strange wasn't worthy, but now thinking that the Ancient One said I was wrong, maybe somebody came back in time, hit her up for the Time Stone, and she refused to give it to them. But now that she has that knowledge that Doctor Strange gave up the time stone for a reason. Now she's like, wow,
I should have done the same thing.
I should have done the same thing when it was. That's what I think.
I didn't. You know, that thought didn't even come to my head.
That's what I think. So I think that's and like I said, for you people that are like, oh, if they take this stone, Bruce Banner says that once you take the time stone back, we're gonna return it at the same time that we took it. So as soon as they take it, as you see in the end, they're gonna return it back at that same time. So that is it. So I think, you know, getting all the stones. Another cool thing is seeing 2014 Thanos with Gamora and old Nebula.
Yeah.
Just slaying out. You know, he comes in with his big metal staff, all bloodied up.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking cool to see. When Nebula comes back, they take the new Nebula, and then that just shows that, wow, Thanos is about to come back again. I thought it was really cool seeing Thanos, watching his memory of them killing him in 2023.
Yeah.
No, that was 2019.
Watching his head. Yeah.
And it's just crazy. He says that that's destiny fulfilled, and that he just comes full circle. It's kind
of
crazy.
And he knew that what he wanted the whole time, he finally got. So and then when he comes back, it's just perfect.
And another thing to, once again, with this big time travel debate, he says that they're not trying to stop me from doing something. They're trying to undo something in their time.
Yeah.
As
so he knew what he did.
So he knew that
everything.
whatever he does in that time, it works and it's good. So after that, they come back. You know, they sent the bad Nebula. Bad Nebula transports Thanos and his freaking army to that time period.
Yep.
I don't know how you like that Professor Hulk was the one to snap and bring everyone back.
I mean, I understood the logic of why they did it.
It was funny how he was like, it's pretty much like I'm built for this.
Yeah.
I was made for this.
I understand why they did it, which is fine. But then I remember, I know we talked off camera. There's another thing that happened at the end of the movie that I don't know why they did it 3 times total.
Yeah.
So I'll let you talk about that.
So then the next part is whatever. We see Professor Hulk snap. You look outside, everything's nice outside. So it's pretty much like they undid it again after they got all the stones.
Yep.
Then it's a shot to Thanos raining down on Avengers HQ.
Yeah.
Everyone is scattered all over the place. The gauntlet's nowhere to be found. Thanos is just sitting, waiting for the Avengers to come because he knows that
it's showtime.
It's showtime, yeah. And it was crazy. He just sat there. Then is, you know, the big fight scene. At the beginning, Captain America, Tony Stark, Thor fighting Thanos. Then it's flipping back and forth with Clint running with the gauntlet, seeing the old Nebula. Nebula gets it. Then Gamora, the 2014 Gamora turning good with the 2023 Nebula. The whatever. So Nebula kills Nebula.
Saving her sister.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
All hell breaks loose. That's the best way you can explain it. It's probably one of the greatest fight scenes.
Iron Man and Captain America are on the side. Pretty much just got beaten up. Thanos has Stormbreaker, is about to throw it into Thor's chest and kill Thor.
And then?
But then you just see, all you hear is, you just see Mjolnir lift up. And then you just see Mjolnir go. I thought it was Captain Marvel who picked it up. I'm not going to lie.
I thought it was either Valkyrie or I thought it was Thor calling it somehow. So like just sticking his hand out, but nope.
But no, and then you see Mjolnir come, hit Thanos, and it comes back, and you just see, boom, Captain America with Mjolnir. I thought that was pretty insane.
The crowd went, the theater I was in went crazy.
Yeah, the theater.
They did.
Both times.
Wild.
Both times for me. It was the loudest the theater's ever got. So I think that was really good too. Like, that's just insane. And then he just goes one-on-one with Thanos with Mjolnir and his shield and just put the works in. And it was cool seeing him summon the lightning because, Odin puts the little protection spell on it. He said, whoever wields this hammer, is going to have the power of Thor. So it was kind of cool that not only did he have a hammer, he kind of did have Thor's power as well. So even with all this, Thanos is still the mad mighty he is.
You know what I'm saying?
With no stones, no nothing. Single-handedly defeats Thor, Iron Man, Captain America. Captain America's shield is broken in half.
Even though it shouldn't be broken. You know what I'm saying? Somehow he broke it.
Yeah, he breaks, crazy. He breaks the vibranium shield. Pretty much, it's 1 on a million because Captain America's the only one. And then you hear in the little radio, it's like, can you hear me? Then, it's a knock to the Winter Soldier again when Falcon says, on your left. Because that's what Captain America says to him when he's running around in circles in the movie. Boom. And then you just see Doctor Strange with the time portals, whatever portals. And the first person to come out is Black Panther. you know,
another crowd went crazy for this whole scene. Probably, I'm not gonna lie, probably like the best fight scene I've ever seen in history. It's amazing how it all comes together.
Yeah, because you see Black Panther and Captain America lock eyes and look, and
yep.
You know, that's probably going to be, you know, he's probably going to be the new leader of the new Avengers and the Illuminati if they get to do it and stuff like that. So that's for future stuff. But it was just crazy. Then, you know, there's the portal that opens up and you first see Doctor Strange and Drax and Mantis. And then you see Star-Lord fly in, and then the last person you see is Spider-Man.
Oh, my God.
He just unlocks his helmet, and... You know, that was pretty cool too. Like, that really gave me chills, you know, especially being from Queens, or right in the area where where Spider-Man's from. So
the best borough.
That was kind of cool. And then, you know, it's just a full-on fight scene, and you just see that, you know, you see all these women. You also see all the women come back, you know.
Yeah, that was good for all the female fans.
You have the
and
Wasp,
kids,
you have
girls.
Mantis,
Great.
you have, you know, Valkyrie's there with her freaking Pegasus. Like, that was so cool. Then you have Pepper Potts as Rescue.
Yeah.
That comes back, so that was pretty good. And at this point, we still don't know where Captain Marvel is, which is fine, but then another person, you see Scarlet Witch, you know, with the death of Vision in Infinity War, you know, she had
a bone to pick with Thanos.
Yeah, she had a bone to pick with Thanos, and it was pretty cool when, you know, they come face to face, and she's like, "You took everything from me," and he says, "I don't even know you."
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But just seeing all these heroes for the first time all together and how they all coexist was
good.
Pretty cool, because, you know, you have Clint running with the gauntlet. He gives the freaking gauntlet to Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther's running. The gauntlet's about to freaking diminish.
Yep.
Spider-Man picks up the gauntlet.
Pepper picks up Spider-Man.
Yeah, Pepper picks up Spider-Man. Mjolnir gets chucked. Spider-Man grabs Mjolnir. Well, with his webs at least. Spider-Man riding on the Pegasus of Valkyrie to finally, you know, bringing it to... Where did he even... Oh, to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel getting it. Then it somehow getting back into the hand of Thanos. And, you know...
As expected,
Captain Marvel's holding his hand. And he goes to headbutt her. She doesn't budge.
Yeah.
I thought it was really smart of him. It was kind of cool that he just looks at the Power Stone, grabs it, and freaking rocks her in the face with his...
Because if Captain Marvel would have just ended it right there, that would have been...
Yeah, I would not have liked it. Definitely would not have liked it. But she gets rocked, and then, boom, you see... You know, I like a lot the... You know, a couple minutes earlier, you see Tony Stark. He's like, "Tell me this is the one we win," to Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange says, you know, "If I tell you... It's not gonna happen,
yeah.
And it was kind of cool. It was cool to see Doctor Strange. It was cool to see how OP he was in the movie.
Yeah.
It was cool to see how OP Scarlet Witch was. You know, when she comes face to face with Thanos.
Yeah, they have that little.
Thanos
thing.
says, "I don't." Like I said before, Thanos says, "I don't even know who you are." She's like about to rip him, and he's like, rain fire," and just suiciding the whole freaking troops. That just shows like
he didn't care about anybody but himself.
The distress that you're in. So. Yeah. Doctor Strange and Tony lock eyes, and he just goes like this. The little hint. Then, you know, Tony Stark, Iron Man, jumps onto the gauntlet. I wasn't expecting it. He gets smacked, and I thought Thanos was going to snap again, or maybe Tony took one of the stones, but him just transferring, you know, all the stones from...
all of
excuse me. One stone. All the stones on one gauntlet to the other gauntlet, and then he just says... "I am Iron Man," like, then just snapped. And
damn, like I will say though, like, I expected it to happen, but I wasn't ready for it because I don't know, it was just with Spider-Man after.
Yeah, it was so sad.
They had that scene like in the Infinity War where, you know, Tony was upset about losing Spider-Man. Now when Spider-Man finally loses Iron Man,
yeah, it was kind of sad.
Yeah, and then Pepper had to stop him. Like, it was.
And then seeing, like I said, kind of in the beginning, with seeing Thanos just sitting there, not even after he already knew what was gonna happen. He was gonna go, didn't even say a word. Like I said, just took it on the chin, took it like a man. Like, he knew like what he did. He did what he had to do, and, you know, maybe, you know, he realized that the universe doesn't need correction. But then it fast forwards to Tony Stark's funeral. We see a whole bunch of... You see everyone. Everyone.
One question I wanted to ask you, because I didn't know one specific character. Right, it was right behind... I think it was behind...
Winter Soldier and Falcon?
Yeah.
The kid?
Yeah.
So that kid is the kid from Iron Man 3 that helps him build the suit in the snow.
Oh, yeah. When he grows older.
Yeah, and that's him older from what I know. And it's the same actor, too, which is pretty cool. So
I didn't know that at all.
No, just a lot of nostalgia, and then you see Professor Hulk, Winter Soldier, Falcon with Captain America Captain America gets the briefcase with all the stones, has Mjolnir in his hand, goes into the quantum tunnel, and Professor Hulk says, you know, he's going to have all the time he needs, and for us it's going to be 5 seconds, and, you know, you see the last goodbye from Bucky to Captain America, and...
Because I think he knew in his head what he was going to do.
Yeah, and then he said, you know, don't do anything stupid till I come back, and Bucky's like, you're taking all the stupid with you, which is just like in the first Captain America movie. So after that, I knew for a long time, then I just had a gut feeling he was going to do something with the quantum realm, stay with Peggy. I like that a lot. You know, he was able to finally live his life, and then you just see into the distance the old Captain America looked like Clint Eastwood a lot, which is pretty funny. But it was kind of cool to see him pass the torch to Falcon. A lot of people, you know, thought he was going to give it to Bucky, but, you know, Bucky still has, like, this weird thing with being freaking brainwashed all the time, so I'm assuming they both knew. But
yeah, and Sam was Falcon was the right choice, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely, 100%.
And then after that, it goes to New Asgard with Valkyrie and Thor. Thor giving Valkyrie the reins to be Queen of Asgard. Thor is going to finally live his life the way he wants it to live with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
With the As Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm hyped for all this future stuff.
I think that's going to play into what you were saying before about Loki. I don't know why, but I feel like if they do a Volume 3, which they're probably doing because the director's back, which means Batista and Drax, he's going to do it. So I think Loki's going to show up in there. So
I think so.
I don't think he's dead yet, honestly.
Or Loki is going to show up in his... Because in November, we have the Disney streaming service coming out. We're having 3 shows. We have the WandaVision... Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Falcon, and
they're coming out with shows?
And Loki. Yeah, it's gonna be.
I didn't know that.
It's gonna be like Netflix original, but on Disney. Because maybe in the first scene of the Loki one, you see him grab the Tesseract and go back.
That'd be smart.
You know, then you're gonna see, you know, Winter Soldier and Falcon. Maybe it's the start of the new Captain America. Overall, I think the movie. I don't know if it's my favorite or the best MCU movie. I'm going to have to watch it 100 more times to really find out. I still really like Infinity War. I still really like Winter Soldier. So, I don't know. I think just as a whole, like, it's probably in that, like, in between a 9 and a 9.5. If I were to give it out of a 10. It's really hard, like, to give it anything over that because, like I said, like, I don't even really know what I give all these other movies. So, I would say maybe, like, a 9.4-ish just because... That big battle scene at the end was insane, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna move maybe this movie because it's definitely in my top 3. I may move it to my favorite MCU movie, but I think I have Civil War there still for right now. But I may have to watch it again just to definitely put it up there as number 1. But I'm not really gonna give it the 0.5 or like whatever. I'm just gonna say I would give this movie probably like a 9 out of 10. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to get like right in the middle, so yeah, definitely a rookie.
9. That's a rookie score right there.
I guess.
But I think that's all we had to cover, you know. I'm just really excited, man, watching this movie. It's just crazy. I'm probably going to watch it for a 3rd time in theaters just to really get that effect. But
I still haven't seen it a 2nd time. I may have to do that, though, honestly.
Definitely. I think it's a must. I saw Infinity War 3 times. I saw multiple MCU movies. It's just a must, especially when you want to do something like this and really just hone into it and really just get your opinion out there. But
yeah.
That being said, enter the giveaway if you guys want. Like, comment, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. You know, I really think that, you know, there's just a lot more to come. So
definitely.
This is Ride Buckets out. Peace.